I don't really know what to file this one under. It's not really a rant, not really a ramble, not a log, not a list of any kind. Guess this will be a new one, a Thoughtbox, huh? Don't really care about how long it runs, how this might just be for me, I don't know yet. We'll see. We waste a lot of time. I'm extremely guilty of this. I'm like the king of procrastination. We throw away a lot of time if we really stop and think about it. Hell, even what I'm doing right now is kind of a waste of time in one aspect. But if it can help or whatever someone, even myself, I guess it's not. But it's amazing. We're very, very short-lived creatures. Isn't there like a turtle in Galapagos Islands and there's like 500 years or some crazy thing? We live for what, 70, 80 tops? 90 if you're lucky? And is it really luck? And so much of that time is wasted. Like we don't really appreciate time, the average person, until like we're in our like 30s or so. And if you say like 75 or so is the average lifespan, wow, that's a lot of that time, percentage wise. It's what, 30 to 75? How much years is like 40? Something like that? 35? And at that point, I mean, like when you get like 50 or something, you start to break down anyway. So it's like with 20 good years to make use of the time, you realize that you can't waste anymore. It's crazy, man. Yeah, and that's, it's just one of the many things I was thinking of just now. No, perhaps this whole YouTube blog thing, it's an attempt to reach out to people. I'm a very introverted person at some levels. On other levels, I'm not. I mean, I'm a musician, I'm a performer, I'm an entertainer, as well as an artist, it entails. I like to make people happy. I read them, and it's like I find out what they want or need, and I can give either or both. I do. So I don't know how introverted I am. Not just that. I was just thinking of like I like to clown. I like to joke around. I like to laugh. And looking at me and all of this, it's like you wouldn't think so, but it's true. I'm almost like an extrovert that's been like tied down into being like an introvert. You know. Of course, it's in my nature to be kind of inside my head because only child and all of that, it brings to the table. You know, we're our own entertainment for a long time. We're our own company for a long time. We're our own friend for a long time. You know, and the longer you go without having that outside, like relationship with humans, there's not even a male female thing. There's with human beings, the harder it is to break that particular like bond, because like me, I've always been alone, and being a creative type of person, through music, writing, all of this, like I created worlds for myself, and at this point, it's familiar. It's in a way safe, I was talking to a friend of mine. I was saying, It's like planning to like bungee jump, and yourself, that's the cord you're used to. When you rely on someone else for anything, really, it's a strange cord that you tie into your foot and jumping off the cliff with. You know, you get a bit anxious about that. And what do you do? What do you do? Except like, try and get familiar with the person, and even then they'll let you down. It's the nature of human beings to let each other down, as well as to bring each other up. But yeah, I mean, we let each other down all the time. A lot of times unintentionally too. It's just what it is. And being afraid to be hurt, that's cool and all. You might even avoid some hurt trying to run from it, but it'll find you because we're part of the hurt that happens. We're part of it. You can't run away from it. You really can't, You could fool yourself into thinking you're running away, but you're not really running away. You're really not. It's always there, haunting you. Because it's inside of you. That's the thing. You can't run from it. And I'm really getting tired of running. I wrote a song, and that's like one of the lines in it. It's like, yeah, 'cause it doesn't make any sense. You know, I'm not saying I just jump into any type of relationship, of any sort, really, blindly. That's not how I operate. But I'm gonna let down a few of my walls over time. I kind of say, okay, walls down. They're built up over a long period of time. But yeah, I mean, to just get past this block, because like, what's the worst that could happen if you really break it down? And whatever that worst is, you could overcome it. At least I think I can. How much worse can it be than what my life is now? Being, safe inside my shell, but like a prisoner at the same time. That's not the way to live. That's not the way it's supposed to be. That's not what it should be. It's not. But yeah, and it's in a way just being tired of being alone. Because yeah, I like my alone time, but being around people opens up so many doors. You know what I mean? It's nothing like communion, fellowship. It's nothing like it. Because you really see who you are when you're with other people. They might question you on something, and you say something that's like, wow, I didn't realize I thought that about this. But you do. And that brings it out. It's a catalyst for self-discovery, which is the funny thing about it. You think being introverted and inside and da-da-da and thinking all the time, and you'll find yourself, but you won't. Because pieces of yourself are in other people. So if you just focus on like yourself, you'll never find those pieces. There'll always be something missing. So yeah, just something I was thinking of. I'm looking at the clock now. I might actually, do it for YouTube. But I think this by itself might become something I just do for myself. Like have a whole set of these conversations with myself, just squirreled away, separate for me to listen back to. Even if I do post this will be probably the first of those. I noticed that the time went up from 10 to 15. So at least I'm hoping that's what I read right, because we are after 10 at this point. So we'll see. But yeah, it's, and if not, I mean, like I said, I'll just speak for myself. But yeah, like I noticed that although I say that, I'm kind of retracting myself from people at, at the same time, because like I'm a DeviantArt, but I hardly post anything anymore. I hardly talk to anyone on there. I just, I don't know. I have a friend on there that I would like to get a lot closer to, beyond just, oh, this is my DeviantArt friend. I like this to be my friend, but there's walls for her too. You know, so it's just a shame. Because it'd be interesting to see how we'd grow in our friendship, separately from the friendship itself and with it, but just as people, how it would like impact our lives. But at this point, it looks like it's not going to happen, and I'm not going to chase things anymore. It is what it is. They are where they are. I am where I am. You know, because maybe chasing is what you're supposed to do on some level at some time. Nothing's really all encompassing. There's always a time for things, the season. You know, I may be planting when it's time to harvest. I might be harvesting when it's time with the plant. I don't know. So we'll see. We'll see. Not with her, because that's pretty much a dead end as well, but with whoever I meet in the coming, year, in a couple of months, because things are going to get interesting pretty soon too. And it's funny how quickly things can change, the blink of an eye. The blink of an eye. Anyway, it's enough of scrounging around the thought box for right now. Let this go. Adios.